What's up, internet friends? Today we're talking about drone video music and using found footage as inspiration for your compositions. Hey everybody, my name is Lennon with soundandpatternsmusic.com. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I started this channel to document my process more and hopefully share some of the stuff that I've learned throughout my years in the music industry. You can read more about me in the About section of the YouTube channel, or you can go to www.soundandpatternsmusic.com. Speaking of that, if you're a content creator and you're watching this video, I know in the title there it says free download for content creators. I want you to take the piece of music that I've written and I want you to download it, so you can go to the link below. That'll take you to my website. Go to my website, sign up for the email list. You'll get this track that's in this video, plus a couple more that you can use for free in your content. It's just my way of saying thank you. You being here brings extreme value to me, and hopefully this brings some value back to you. So thank you so much. And if you like this content, of course, please consider subscribing if that is your thing. The idea of using found footage as inspiration for writing music isn't an idea that I came up with, but knowing where to find footage is a little bit difficult, actually. There's obviously options on YouTube for free stock footage. There's some really nice drone footage that's available. I actually tend to use archive.org a lot because I know that there's seldom going to be any issues with copyright. And just for the sake of giving credit where credit's due, the video that I used today was made by a company called Morrissey Video Production, and I'll have a link for them in the description below as well. And I want to say thanks to them for having their video up and available for content creators like myself to use it. So when I find a piece of video like this, I like to remember that context is really key in the situation. So I'm not afraid to go in and actually listen to the music that they already have and use that as kind of a jumping off point, especially for tempos and things. Really using that as kind of a launch pad helps because it might trigger some things in the arrangement that you may not have done otherwise. If you're trying to enhance the video, which is what you should be doing in this situation, you're probably going to make some decisions a little bit differently. So let's take a look at the video that they posted, or at least the first few seconds. Cool, so they got that kind of like electronic house thing going on. I think that's cool, totally fine. I don't necessarily make that style of music completely very well, so I decided that I wanted to go for something that was maybe gonna evoke a little more emotion. So I started out with kind of some synth ideas and then ended up kind of progressing it from there as opposed to kind of starting with the groove. I thought it'd be cool to sort of start with the chords and let the atmosphere of the video just with the chord progression sort of leads you to a place first and then hopefully kind of build it up from there. So let's take a look then at a minute or so of what I made. And please bear in mind, I'm actually having a hard time even making this video, to be completely honest, because I'm not good at showing unfinished things. But since my goal this year is to just put out more material and use that as an opportunity to hopefully give you value as well as myself, I'm really trying to do this on a more unfinished scale just to kind of show you a little bit of the process. So let's take a look and a listen to what I put together here. Cool. So you can see where I was going with it. I tried to, again, start out pretty simple and try to get to a point where I thought when the camera zoomed out like that, just kind of made a cool option for really allowing the track to really kind of breathe there. That being said, I mean, I started out with just this progression here. And I'll be completely transparent here. I did the progression probably 3 or 4 different times. So I did it once, came back to it, did it again, came back to it, and I give myself a couple hours in between. And it really ended up getting more and more simple every time. But I find that I'm always overdoing something and then stripping it back, because I feel like simplicity is such a key role in making sure that this music works, right? Again, we're trying to just enhance the video with the music. We're not trying to make a music video, right? A music video, I feel like the video enhances the music, and here we're trying to do the opposite. We're trying to enhance the video with the music, right? So I got the chord progression, and then I found this loop here. That loop has actually been meddled with quite a bit, but that groove is still the same. And so that sort of like gave it this electronic but still sort of earthy feel, I thought, and fit well with that kind of 4 on the floor vibe. So I ended up using that, and then just kind of starting to stack some things on top. So when I put all the drums together, so I'm a big fan of just trying to create little textured layers. So this little sound right here is one of my favorites. I just think that's such a fun little sound and creates just enough kind of latency to feel a little off center and mix that with kind of a low volume snare. So I like that these sort of weird organic-y kind of sounds are the forefront percussion wise. Then I got a couple different basses layered together to get that texture. One is from Diva and the other one is from Serum. It doesn't really sound that good by itself, but I think it's cool because it's so meaty and kind of a little bit warbly, so it just kind of sits in a cool spot. I don't necessarily want everything to be super pure and clean. Once I'm able to get in, kind of dig out some of those really low frequencies, it's gonna sit a lot better. So yeah, and then I just added this vocal chop. It started this way. So when I did it, I put it together that way and then resampled that and then repitched it to give it this. Of course, I got some ping pong delay happening there and some verb, just because I don't want that to sit too hot in the mix. I really want it to feel a little more atmospheric overall. So that's the gist of it. And basically what I want to know from you is, what do you think? Do you think it worked? Do you think we created an atmosphere here that works, that enhanced the video? If so, let me know why. If not, let me know why we didn't make that happen and how we might be able to improve it. And also feel free, again, to download the track in the description below if that's your thing. You can follow me on Instagram at Sound and Patterns. I do a lot more sort of little experiment type things there, so it's a little more freeform than the YouTube channel. So thanks so much for being here. Please, again, subscribe if that's what you're into. Hit the little notification bell so you know when the next video's coming. I'm putting out videos every Tuesday, if not more often than that, as I get better at them. So please stick around, and I'll see you in the next one.